Blair Township Emergency Services say there was a deadly house fire on Sunday. A little after 2:30 in the afternoon, they were sent out to the 4700 block of Old M37. When crews arrived, they say about 40% of the home was up in flames, with fire coming out of the windows. Crews were able to locate a man, and he was taken to the Munson Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead. Taking them 45 minutes to fully put out the fire. Police say the cause remains under investigation but appears to be accidental, with preliminary investigation suggesting a space heater and/or electrical issues may have been the cause. A Petoskey man has been arrested accused of sexual assault in a case investigators say started more than 10 years ago. According to Michigan State Police, 54-year-old Daniel Zakarski was arrested over the weekend after a victim came forward. He was arraigned on multiple counts of criminal sexual conduct involving a child under the age of 13 and incest. Police say he was also a habitual offender, with this being his fourth offense. Zakarski will be back in court on May 14th. Flash flooding has been ravaging the islands this weekend. The heavy rainfall promoting several road closures and downing trees. Hilo businesses started the cleanup process after rain hits the Big Island the hardest. Michigan State Police are investigating following a gruesome discovery of a body in Wexford County. A week ago today, troopers were contacted about a missing 55-year-old man from Cadillac. Troopers say his truck, dog, phone, and other personal items were still at his house. Troopers searched the property and found an area behind the house where the ground had recently been disturbed. That's when they found large chunks of burnt wood, tires, remnants of burnt clothing, and a piece of apparent flesh. Police are still looking for a man on the run in Mount Pleasant after police tell us he stabbed his roommate Friday night. Hidden Heroes Day, recognizing the 5.5 million military and veteran caregivers who are caring for the wounded, ill, or injured heroes who are serving our nation since World War II, encouraging communities throughout the state to become hidden hero communities by creating supportive environments and opportunities for military and veteran caregivers. Let's take a quick look on what's in our community calendar. Lots of events to cover. The LA County Fire Department is mourning the loss of an on-duty firefighter. The department announced the death of firefighter Jonathan Van Offlin on Sunday. They posted a memorial just before 10:30 Sunday night. Van Offlin was assigned to the Fire Station 52 in the city of Vernon. No details surrounding the firefighter's death were provided. Police tell us a vehicle was traveling east on Carson Street west of Gundry Avenue when it hit the pedestrian who was crossing Carson Street outside of a crosswalk. The driver remained at the scene and cooperated with the investigation. Police say speed, distracted driving, and driver impairment are not believed to be factors in the collision. Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, including my beautiful mother, Victoria. And speaking of mothers, Haley Bieber, formerly Haley Baldwin. Thanks for keeping it here on NewsNet Northern Michigan. I'm Crystal Huggins with a quick look at your local headlines. Detectives are investigating a homicide in Highland where a victim and a suspect lost their lives after being shot. On Saturday, deputies from the Highland Sheriff's Station responded to a call of shots fired. When deputies arrived on the scene, they discovered two men suffering from gunshot wounds. Deputies tell us the men were taken to a local hospital. However, despite life-saving measures, both men were pronounced dead. Los Angeles Police Department Northeast detectives are investigating residential burglaries in East Hollywood and Silver Lake area. Officers tell us the burglaries occurred in the early morning hours on Saturday. One of the burglaries also involved a sexual assault of a woman. Los Angeles police are investigating yet another burglary in Encino, just blocks from a string of recent home invasions in the area. LAPD responded to a residential alarm around 10:30 Monday night. An update to a story from last week concerning that barricaded subject in the 7-hour standoff. 32-year-old Anthony Cooper has been charged with a variety of things, including possession of a firearm by a prohibited person and assaulting police. According to a report from the Roscommon County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called out to a home in Huggins Township last Thursday. Police arrested 3 suspects following a triple stabbing at a bar in Simi Valley. The call for help came in around 1 this morning. When officers got to the scene, Judge Roy Bean's bar, they found 2 additional victims with stab wounds. Coming up on NewsNet Hawaii, we've got more local news and another look at that forecast. A big honor for a big name in music, specifically Hawaii's favorite stringed instrument. Traffic check stepping out the door on your Saturday morning. Weekly scheduled work with lane closures on Oahu on the H1 freeway, H2 freeway. An Ishpeming man has been arrested for child sexually abusive activity, according to Michigan State Police. Troopers tell us an investigation was initiated when it was learned 57-year-old Timothy Rombach was viewing files of child sexually abusive material on the internet. A search of his home resulted in digital evidence being seized. Did you know that HMAR not only responds to and rescues endangered marine animals, but also tackles sources of some of their resources on reefs? Every weekend, HMAR Marine Debris Volunteer Team conducts dives at various beaches around the island. A major bust in downtown Los Angeles where police arrested 82 people and seized 2,000 pounds of stolen copper wire. It's all thanks to efforts by the Heavy Metal Task Force. Investigators say the wire stripping group used an alleyway to hide the stolen material.
You're waking up with NewsNet Hawaii Mornings.
Aloha and thanks for spending this Saturday morning with us. I'm Crystal Huggins. It's July 27th. This is NewsNet Hawaii. Hawaii continues to shine as a volleyball hub with 4 players from the islands making the U.S. men's national team roster for the Olympics. The Maui Police Department is investigating a deadly crash from Thursday. The incidents happened a little after 12:30 in the afternoon. All right, not sure how to feel about this next story, but I'll mull it over. Business in the front and party in the back. 35-year-old Kimo Apaka from Hilo is a huge fan of the series and says in a parade interview that he applied many times. Kimo says, quote, "So innately, I think the aloha spirit is just an important thing for me to lead with. The Iwa Beach natives' new deal is the biggest contract ever signed by a Hawaiian-born professional athlete in both total dollars and average annual value." A GoFundMe benefiting the people of Lahaina and West Maui, the effort launching to help those in need after last summer's devastating fires that torched homes and businesses.